Diana Gabaldon finally gave us the title of Book 10 of the Outlander series, so let's talk about it. As always, this will have spoilers to the books and the TV show, so if you are looking to avoid those, please do keep on scrolling. So the official title of Book 10 of the Outlander main series is A Blessing for a Warrior Going Out. Diana was very quick to let everybody know that that does not mean that Jamie is going to die, but that the blessing for a warrior could be for any number of men in this upcoming book. She did also give us a blurb from Book 10 on her Facebook page, so if you are not already following her on there, be sure to go over there. She does release many blurbs from the book as she is writing, and it is worth checking out if you're interested in seeing where the story's tone is going to land. But first, let's talk about what is the blessing of St. Michael, because it seems to be very important if she is including it in the title. St. Michael is an archangel, often viewed as a protector, a warrior, a leader of the heavenly armies. Similar to Jamie, he is very prominent as the patron saint of soldiers and police officers and people that go into battles. And battles can be both physically or spiritually. And in Christian tradition, blessings invoking St. Michael can be used for courage, protection, guidance if need be, especially when someone is about to face danger or is entering into an unknown territory. All of which is happening at the beginning of Book 10 when William arrives back to the Ridge and asks for Jamie's help in finding Lord John Grey. In Diana's context, she explicitly states right away that no, this does not mean that Jamie's going to die, emphasizing that the blessing is not about death, but in preparing someone for battle or to face a trial or hardship. And going out is setting forth, not necessarily going out swinging or dying. It means setting forth into a battle of either physical, real-life battle settings or a mental one too. The other warriors that could fall under this category is obviously William, who's searching for Lord John Grey, Ian, who is always fighting between the two worlds that he walks between, Claire, obviously, she is always emotionally and literally in battle as a healer, and Brianna and Roger, depending on how their time travel story plays out and who maybe comes back into the past to look for them. I really do feel like her call out to this is equipping us for both a spiritual and emotional and physical battle of multiple people, not just of Jamie. From the excerpt, we can deduce that this happens almost immediately after the end of Book 9, Go and Tell the Bees That I'm Gone, when William arrives at the Ridge looking for Jamie and asking for his help. In it, we get to see that Fanny spots William from the porch and they have a very cute interaction. Book readers will know something that the show hasn't really touched upon yet, that Fanny has a very, very big crush on William. She always has. And when he returns, there's a very sweet scene that is written in this little excerpt between the two of them talking for the first time. And William later tells Claire that he almost made a comment about how much she has grown. And Claire explains to him that her speech is almost perfect now since she has improved her speech and removed her tongue tie. This doesn't take place in the show. They did not make her tongue-tied, but it is a limitation that is talked about quite a bit in the book context for the character of Fanny. When they do get down to brass tacks and William explains that Lord John Grey has gone missing and has been missing for months, Jamie starts to ask him questions about where he may have gone. And William explains that he got pulled to the docks after receiving a letter. When William starts to explain the facts that he has about Lord John's disappearance, Jamie asks him why he went to the docks to look for him, if he didn't know that he had gone there. And that's when William says that he had spoken to Percy Wainwright and asks the two of them if they are familiar with Percy. Claire does tell William yes, that they know that that is his stepbrother, half-brother, and Claire believes that he is dead though, and William clarifies that he is now. So much of what we have read from Book 10 is queuing up this search for Lord John Grey and William asking Jamie for his help, which he immediately gives to him. From this blurb and some of the other blurbs, I can tell that we're already getting some more twists, loose ends tied up with some of the other characters, but it'll be interesting as show fans to see how this will differ between the two mediums. Book 10 will hopefully give us a full circle closure for all of our big ticket characters, but let's be real, the show is nearing its final season. It's already been done, it's already been filmed, and we might not get a lot of resolution for most characters on screen, something that I think I've come to terms with fully, but it's good to remind ourselves that these are now two very different stories, and the way that book 10 will play out may have zero bearing on how the show chooses to end the series as well. But to circle back to the title of a blessing for a warrior going out, it's not a death sentence. It's a charge, a call to arms. It's a send-off to those about to face the unknown, just like Jamie, William, maybe even Claire. But for me, it's also, I think, a great mirror for the fans of this book series, because if we want to get cheesy and, a little silly here, we are also sending off these characters on this is their last journey together, them and us as readers, and it's going to be interesting to see how everything gets resolved. I don't know if everything will get resolved. I hope it does, but these little insights into what this story may end up becoming is very exciting for me. We still have no release date. She's still writing the book, but in the back of my mind, I look forward to having the show end, some breathing room, and hopefully the book release close to but not right up against the ending of the show, so that I can deal with the ending of the show and then have some time to come to terms with reading the book and coming to the end of the book story as well. So let me know what you think of the book title and the little excerpt, and what you're most excited about for the show and the book to tie a nice neat bow around and wrap up for us. Is there something you're hoping happens in the story? I would love to hear your theories below.